In the deep darkness of a Maryland night, around the year 1822, a little girl was born into slavery. Her name was Araminta Ross, but the world would remember her as Harriet Tubman. From the very start, Harriet's life was full of pain. She was beaten, starved, and forced to work until her hands bled. At just 12 years old, she suffered a head injury so severe it nearly killed her, and left her with powerful visions and dreams for the rest of her life. But there was something unbreakable inside Harriet, a belief that no human being was born to be owned by another. When Harriet was about 27, she made the most dangerous decision of her life. She ran away. Alone, at night, with only the North Star to guide her, she walked nearly 90 miles to freedom in Pennsylvania. But when she got there, she couldn't rest. Because freedom meant nothing if her family and others were still in chains. So Harriet went back, and then she went back again. And again. Over and over, she risked her life, traveling secretly by night, hiding in swamps and barns, always one step ahead of slave catchers and dogs. Harriet Tubman rescued around 70 enslaved people directly, and guided many more. She never lost a single passenger on what became known as the Underground Railroad. They called her Moses, because like the biblical Moses, she led her people to freedom. But Harriet's courage didn't stop there. When the American Civil War broke out, Harriet became the first woman to lead an armed military raid. She worked as a nurse, a spy, and a scout for the Union Army, saving lives and gathering critical information. Even after the war, she spent the rest of her life fighting for women's rights and building a home for elderly former slaves. Harriet Tubman couldn't read or write. She had no army, no money, and for much of her life, not even a permanent home. But what she did have was faith, courage, and a love so fierce it could not be chained. "I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves." Harriet Tubman died in 1913, poor but unbroken. Today, her name stands for bravery, freedom, and the truth that one person's courage can change history. Because sometimes, the bravest journey isn't the one that saves yourself, but the one that saves others.